Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Energize Delaware Live. My name is Angie Bivens, and I'm an energy advisor with a few of Energize Delaware's residential programs. I am so happy to be seeing you again on today. We do have a great topic to talk about. But before we get into that topic, before I bring on my amazing guest for the day, I want to first tell you just a little bit about Energize Delaware. So, to those of you that are new tuning in, welcome. Energize Delaware is a nonprofit organization, and we've got over 16 programs all around delivering renewable energy services and other energy related services to who? Delawareans. So, to all my Delawarean viewers that are returning, thanks for coming back again today. Guess what? We're going to be talking energy, and we're going to be talking a little bit about natural gas, but we've got way more than that to talk about. So I am super honored on today to bring forth to you the one of the largest natural gas suppliers, if not the largest, in Delaware. I'm going to bring forth the staff of Chesapeake Utilities. Good afternoon, everybody. Give me a wave.
Hi, Angie.
Hey, so we've got a lot of people on that are going to be talking on today. And I know all of our viewers came to hear exactly what you're going to be talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way. I'm going to ask Shane if he would come up first, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you got online, and then let's hear more about what's going on over at Chesapeake. Afternoon, Shane.
Good afternoon, Angie. Long time no see.
I know, right?
It's been all of what, 24 hours, but good to see you as always.
Agreed.
Yeah, so Shane Brakey, Vice President of Sustainability and Organic Growth at Chesapeake Utilities. And with us today, we have Eileen Cassidy, Melissa Stamper, and Jennifer Clausius, and they'll give a little bit more detail as to who they are as we go around the table. But again, thanks for having us here. And it was good seeing you yesterday over at our Energy Lane office. So Chesapeake Utilities, just a background for those that don't know, we are an energy provider throughout the eastern states of the U.S., all the way from Pennsylvania down to Florida. But our home base is Dover, Delaware, and we're based out of a place called Energy Lane. But we also not only provide natural gas, we also provide propane. So we have over 90,000 customers in the state of Delaware. About 320 employees. And on the natural gas side, we have almost 1,600 miles of pipe just in the state of Delaware. So to put that in perspective, if you were to go east-west in Delaware, we could go 45 times with the pipe going from the western boundary to the eastern side. So it sounds like a lot. But anyway, so the company's been around for going on 160 years. So we used to manufacture gas in Dover back in the 1860s, and that was used for gas lighting. And since then we've transitioned and we've gone to pipeline natural gas. And so, as I said, my title is VP of Sustainability. So on the sustainability side, we are very involved with our communities, our employees, and also with our environment, and looking for ways to continuously improve emissions. And so that's something that our company has always done, has been in with our culture. It's just that within the last couple of years, we put a little title with it, which is called sustainability. And some of the things that we've been doing recently is venturing into alternate fuels. You had said, you're focusing on renewable aspects, but a lot of people don't realize that there's renewable natural gas out there, as well as renewable propane. And renewable natural gas can come from various sources, such as landfills and wastewater treatment facilities, but also digesters. And each of those facilities creates methane. And in the past, sometimes it was a waste product. And so what we've been able to do is recapture that methane and utilize it within our system. And with that, it becomes renewable. And then something else we were looking into is hydrogen. A lot of people don't realize that natural gas is primarily hydrogen. It's CH4. And hydrogen in our system could be a future supply. And so in Delaware and across the United States, there's these efforts to create hydrogen hubs. And in Delaware, there's one called Mach 2, which we're a participant in. And with that, we're hoping that we're going to be able to further explore the benefits of hydrogen, either in our system or directly with our customers. And so in each of those cases, those are efforts for us to continuously reduce our emissions. We're proud of what we've been able to accomplish in Delaware over the last 17 years. We've helped Delaware reduce its overall CO2 emissions by almost 25%, very close to achieving the governor's goals. A lot of that's been by displacing higher carbon intensive fuels such as coal, which was used at some of the power plants, and then heavy oils like number 6 oil, number 2 oil that were used in manufacturing facilities and schools like Sussex Tech and the Stokely Center and areas like that. And over the years, we've been able to displace over 8 million gallons of fuel oil. And what that equates to is about a annual reduction of CO2 emissions of about 25,000 tons. And so a lot of efforts are going on for us to, work with our communities to continuously reduce emissions. But in reality, the best bang for the buck for reducing emissions and lowering people's energy bills is energy conservation and energy efficiency. And so these partnerships with you, Angie, and your team are critical. And it's the best way for the end users to have a true impact. And then it impacts their bill in a positive way too, because they're using less and it reduces their energy bill. But so there's a lot of programs that we have out there. One of the things that we will be doing is filing with our local commission to piggyback with some of the programs that are already available through the SEU and the Energize Delaware. But then the other things that we do are meeting with our large customers and figuring out what their needs are and finding solutions for them. And some of those solutions can be what I'd like to say are non-traditional technologies, like combined heat and power or gas-powered heat pumps. Terms you don't hear too often, and I can go into a little bit more detail later, but it gets a little technical, and I don't know if you want me to get into that at this point. But there's plenty of solutions out there. And so, we're just looking forward to the future, seeing how we can partner with you even further. As I kind of hinted at earlier, your team was over at our Energy Lane facility recently, training your technicians. And our building is, one of the more efficient buildings in our region. It's a new building. It's Green Globe certified. It runs on gas-powered heat pumps. It's highly efficient. And we love to have people out there to educate them and train them on the things that they can do to help lower their energy bills. And, I didn't want to go too long here. So I'm going to pass the baton over to Melissa Stamper, who's our Director of Community Affairs, who's going to go further into, how we are involved with our community. So thanks.
Thank you, Shane, so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Angie, for having me. As Shane mentioned, my name is Melissa Stamper, and I'm the Community Affairs Director here for Chesapeake Utilities. For Chesapeake, one of the things that we pride ourselves on when we think about what our values are is that we care. And when we say that, we don't just say it in words, but we also say it in actions. And for us, the we care is not just about our employees or our customers, but it's also about our community and what we can do and how we can be impactful. And one of those ways is by building relationships. And as Shane mentioned, we are a partner with Energize Delaware, and we're very grateful for that. And so the dollars that we have contributed, it goes towards the good work that your company is already doing. But what we realized is even before the pandemic, we've always been hands-on when it comes to our community and the work that we do. So for us, it's not just about the dollars, right? But it's also about the physical work that we do. It's about the contact. It's about understanding what's going on in our community and how we can be impactful in that way. And in doing so and building those relationships, we have a lot of community partners that we work with in all of our service territories. As Shane mentioned, we are probably, at this point, I think we're in about 9 different states. But when we think about Delmarva and the work that we're doing here, just in Delaware alone, we have partnerships with the Food Banks of Delaware, Habitat for Humanity, United Way, Boys and Girls Club, YMCA. The list goes on and on. The Nature Conservancy. And the work that we're doing are not just, we have the planting of the trees. We're doing food insecurity with packing of food, summer programs for kids so that they can have food during the summer camps and things like that. There's a lot of work that we're doing, and we're trying to continue to be involved. And it's a big push for our organization to get back out there and re-engage with our community in this environment. And so we're thankful for all of our employees. We're thankful for our customers, and we're definitely thankful for our community and the relationships that we built over this time. And we're continuing to look and see what does that look like, and partner with organizations like yours to see how we can continue to contribute to that effort. So we're just thankful to be here. We appreciate all of the work. We appreciate the partnership. And at this point, I'll hand it over to Jen.
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you, Angie, for this opportunity. My name is Jennifer Clausius. I'm the Director of Finance with Chesapeake Utilities Corporation, but more importantly, I'm also the President of Chesapeake Sharing Program, and that's what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about today. So Chesapeake Utilities created its sharing program as a nonprofit organization back in 1983, so it's been around for quite a while. The purpose was created to help those customers of ours who are facing financial hardships and having trouble paying their energy bills. Over the past 15 years, the sharing program has given grants to customers and more than $650,000, so it's not insubstantial. Just to tell you some of the grants that we have available. First, we have grants for customers that need assistance paying their heating bills. We also have grants for customers who are become in need due to either a serious illness or a financial tragedy. We have grants for appliance purchases or wear, small businesses that are facing financial hardship in addition to residential customers, and also residents and small businesses that are pursuing energy efficiency measures through education and audits. And you may be wondering, where does the money for this program come from? Well, the sharing program, it's been funded by a combination of donations from both our existing customers who are willing to, send in one-time donations or have certain amounts deducted to add to their bills every month. Chesapeake Utilities employees, who have many of whom have donated to the program, the community itself, and also donations by Chesapeake Utilities Corporation. The grants are available to those customers of Chesapeake Utilities or Sharp Energy, located in Delaware. In order to qualify for most of the programs, some of them have either age or income requirements. If you are interested in more information, you can feel free to visit the sharing website, which will be included at the end of this presentation, to either apply for a grant or to make a donation. And now I'm going to pass it over to Eileen Cassidy with some additional information for you all.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. So I'm Eileen Cassidy, the Manager of Quality Experience at Chesapeake Utilities. I'm really excited to be here today because I've been watching Energize Delaware and this team before over the past years on the show, and it's fantastic. So I'm excited. What I wanted to talk about today is the different ways or the different options that are available for our customers that are maybe experiencing financial hardship or struggling to pay their bills. We not only have the sharing program, but we also connect our customers to various other social service organizations located throughout our service territory. A list of these organizations are available on our website, and customers can also dial 211 or visit www.211.org for more information for that. But if you are experiencing financial hardship or having issues trying to keep your account current, we urge our customers to call us. We offer various expanded billing and payment options. We have several payment options arrangements available, extensions, our budget billing program. Our budget plan is so helpful because it stabilizes customers' monthly energy costs, so they pay the same amount each month during the winter heating season. If you're experiencing hardship, give us a call, and we have several ways to help you. I'm going to share a slide with you now. Hold on. With our contact information. All right. Our phone number is 1-800-427-2883, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And of course, 24 hours for emergency gas calls. And then our sharing website is listed there as well, chesapeakesharing.com.
All right. Thank you guys so much for that information. Oh, it was so much. Here we're all just thinking, you guys are over there just running pipes, and it's amazing to hear so much more about your company. So for those of you who may have just tuned in or tuned in a little late, we definitely want to quickly just go through some of the highlights of what was discussed. So to make sure that the audience is well aware of the offerings from Chesapeake Utilities. So we'll do this popcorn style. Whoever wants to answer the question is more than welcome just to jump in. So just to kind of reiterate, I know you gave a lot of different options, but if you don't mind, what were some of those options again for someone who might be having trouble paying their bill?
So trouble paying their bill, we have payment arrangements, we have budget billing, we have extensions, and we can also connect you with various social service organizations throughout our service territory, and of course the sharing program.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Elaine. And let me go back to Jen real quick. Jen, would you mind telling us just again a little bit about that sharing program, just in case somebody might have missed it? What exactly is the sharing program available from Chesapeake?
No problem, Angie. So the sharing program, it's a nonprofit corporation that we started with its purpose is to help the customers of Chesapeake and Sharp Energy who are having trouble paying their energy bills. And then it's sort of beyond that has expanded into grants available for other things, such as, if you're small businesses as opposed to residents, if you need help with appliance replacements or repairs, if you are interested in pursuing energy efficiency measures through the educational programs or audits, things like that.
Awesome. And thank you so much for sharing that again. And just for our viewers, Chesapeake has said multiple times that, Energize Delaware does have a great relationship with them. And the sharing program has been able to benefit those that go through our home energy checkup and counseling program. If you're a Chesapeake Utility client, through that sharing grant, we're able to offer you a one-time $100 credit on your bill. So feel free to check out some of these programs available from Energize Delaware because they will help you and they can help to lower your usage so that you pay Chesapeake Utilities a little less, but that's what they want. They want you to save some energy. So with that, I do have one more question, and I'm going to pick with Melissa because she was talking about, I just love the fact that you said that Chesapeake has this impact statement of we care, and that is amazing. So if you don't mind, you were talking about the partners and all of that, and we may have some partners that tune in or some organizations who are interested in getting involved with Chesapeake. So can you just tell us again a little bit about some of the partnerships you have, and if someone is interested in becoming a partner with Chesapeake, who they can reach out to?
Absolutely. There is a list that probably goes on hundreds of who our partners are, but just to kind of highlight some of the ones that we've been working with for a really long time. And this is even not, again, a long-standing list, but we have partnered with United Way. We've partnered with Energize Delaware, of course. We have partnered with Habitat for Humanity. We've partnered with Food Banks of Delaware. We've partnered with some of the colleges and universities that are local to us, Delaware Tech, DSU, University of Maryland Eastern Shore. We've partnered with Toys for Tots. We've partnered with, the list can go, on and on. So what I would say is if there is a partner who's looking to partner with us and get some more information about some of the things that we do in our community. And again, as I mentioned, it's not just about the dollars for us, but it's also about volunteering. So if there's an opportunity there for us to be able to support you in some way and have our employees come out and help you and help do some things that you're trying to accomplish, I would recommend folks to email communityaffairs@chpk.com. Again, that's communityaffairs@chpk.com, and me and someone from my team we'll reach out to you. And if it's not with us, it may be someone else in our operations team or another area that we can connect you with. If there's a need that you have there, that will probably be the best way to do it. One of the things for us is that we also have a focus area that we typically try to focus on, and that is education, is safety and health, environmental stewardship, and as well as community development. So those are some of the things that we try to make sure that when we're looking at how we can partner with you, they align with the vision of the company.
Awesome. Thank you for that again. Well, Eileen, Jen, and Melissa, thank you so much for answering those questions. You have been awesome. And we didn't forget about you, Shane. So before we get ready to close out, I'm going to give you the last moment and the last words. I just wanted to see if there was anything else that you wanted to say or just anything else about Chesapeake Utilities that you wanted to talk about on today.
Oh, give me the last word. That's rare.
Dangerous.
But thanks, Angie. I did have a question for you. Did we break your marketplace yesterday? That was a great program that you had for giving away free programmable thermostats. And I was just curious how it went. I know it ended yesterday, so I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I was just curious.
Look, he did. You're putting me on the spot, Shane. So thank you for putting me on the spot. But quick plug for our marketplace. So yes, what Shane's referring to is we did have an Earth Day special going on at energizedelawaremarketplace.org. I believe that's the email or the website address there. But on the marketplace for Earth Day, we were giving away smart thermostats, Nest thermostats, free. They were $0 when you put them in your cart. Yes. So once Shane found out about it and began to tell all of his friends at Chesapeake Utilities, it did break our system. So it broke down for a minute. We do have the IT looking into it. Everything's fine now. But yes, there were almost 50 orders just yesterday morning of those thermostats. So I think all those orders coming through, it kind of broke the system. So we appreciate you, Shane, and we're going to make sure that you know what specials we have going on because we want you to try to break it again. We're going to put something in place so you don't, but we want you to try to break it again. So thank you for bringing that up.
No problem at all. And it was, for a good cause. It was, during Earth Day and Arbor Day. And those are some of the things that we spend a lot of time on as well. And Melissa was going through her list, and we work closely with the Nature Conservancy and Inland Bays. And, some of the things that we've been able to do on the volunteering side is we've planted almost 1,000 trees so far this year, and it's only April and we got plenty more to go. And so there's a lot of things that we're doing on the environmental side as well.
Well, thank you for sharing that. The whole goal of having you guys come on today was to make sure that Delawareans know, as a major utility provider, you're not, I know people think that when they pay their bill, all they're doing is taking from me. But we want them to know how the utility companies are actually putting back into, the community and the earth. So we appreciate so much you guys coming on today. We appreciate this partnership. It's just proof how nonprofits and the utilities can work together to benefit everyone. So again, big shout out to Chesapeake Utilities for being bold enough to come on today and for sharing all the amazing things that you have going on. So with that, I'm going to tell our audience also, thank you for tuning in on today. Hopefully you learned something about Chesapeake Utilities as well as the programs they have available. Take use of them. If you want to know more about what's available in their programming, feel free to also check out their website. And then if you also want to know, because Shane began by talking about conservation, if you want to know what you can do in your own home, come on over to energizeddelaware.org and take a look at what we've got available as well. So thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Join us again on the Thursday of next month. We'll have another great topic, and we look forward to talking to you all again. So thank you all again, everyone, and have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.